But I'm a bit like, this game could be all over the place. Finem has shown up today and displayed that they don't really pick the way they did yesterday and the day before.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they're picking, you know, they're trying out stuff. They're having fun with the game, as MNT was saying.
Okay.
They are entertainers as well.
It's a strange matchup because it's like you want to say Finem should be favorites. They won the qualifiers, and in terms of stability, they're the quote-unquote stable team, but their results and performances have never been stable. They'll do really well one turn and not well the next. So honestly, this is one of the hardest series to call. It could be a 2-0 either way, it could be a draw. Finem's probably the stronger team on paper based on recent results and the fact that Liquid are playing with the stand and all that, but...
You just don't know what to expect from Liquid, I think is the biggest question mark.
They could come out in 2-0 stomp for all we know.
This is the first time I actually know who they're playing with. Like, we've expected GH, right? Is it GH?
It's GH, yeah.
Okay.
At least that's what it looks like in the lobby.
It is GH. Okay. Confirmed. So, and
but will he play support,
he play mid?
Or will he play mid lane? That's all these questions.
We do not know. And if we do not know, then maybe Finem does neither, and then, you know, it's even more tricky to call what they're going to do. But it seems like Finem just goes for the standard option, Bernard Ogre Magi. We haven't seen Ogre Magi in the first series at all.
No Shadow Demon as well. Oh.
Yeah, but Shadow Demon got banned. Ogre didn't even get touched.
Yeah, it's true. It's made today some nice fun picks. No SD Ogre, I'm happy.
Yeah, we reached a point in time where seeing Shadow Demon is just not all that fun anymore. It's never been a hero that I was against seeing in games, but now it's just been picked so often and it's so strong every single time at this level that it's just gotten boring, you know? I'd almost rather see Dazzle with these beautiful graves, even though it's 5 seconds of prolonging a death that might not happen at all. In this particular case of the last game, it didn't happen.
Yeah. So Finem taking their time to think about this second ban, and they go for Slardar. So is there anything that we can note for these first few bans, or is it just standard? Luna, Ogre, and Slaughter.
I think the Slaughter ban is potentially in part because MNT probably didn't feel like he had the most influential bounty hunter game, despite him being such a good bounty hunter.
Yeah.
So removing the Slaughter this time around, he's like, okay, if we're going for the bounty hunter again, please set me up for success, rather than make me destined to fail, right?
Yeah. They go for the bat first rather than the bounty hunter, and the IO was the last ban. So Shadow Demon is still there.
Fully expect Liquid to pick that up now.
I
guess Finem okay just to give it away because they're going to get like a bat plus bounty or something. It feels like the bans have been less on the heroes that the teams really prefer, but like that next, like their second type picks. So bounty still there, Shadow Demon still there. Liquid have lots of options, but.
I think Lifestealer is good at this point. Witch Doctor I'm a bit surprised with, but Lifestealer is good at this point just because the good old Nax bomb is especially strong with Bat Rider, and Finem plays a lot of Lifestealer, so definitely not against an early pickup.
Why Witch Doctor do you think though?
It's annoying to play against because of the coconuts, I guess. It's an all-around, you know, it's a decent hero. It doesn't.
He's not Shadow Demon. Though.
He's not Shadow Demon. That's why I still question, like, if you have on paper much stronger pickup options, then why not go for it?
I've been mentioned they're maybe just trying to entertain a bit. It kind of feels like, why not pick Shadow Demon against Lifestealer? Doesn't Shadow Demon wreck Lifestealer? Demonic Purge against Rage, you know?
Another one. And MNT has just been playing out of his mind on the Shadow Demon. So by all means, if Finem felt, you know, it's not to say that DreamLeague isn't the most important league in the world. Obviously it is.
It's the only.
But if it was Boston Major, I don't think they would have been picking like this.
Yeah.
Well, we still have the Bounty Hunter ban coming out from Team Liquid, and Finem actually banned out the Dark Shield themselves, obviously already having the Bat Rider for themselves. And there it is. Shadow Demon removed as well. Let's see what they come.
I like they banned the Drow. You see that Mirana mid, the Drow Mirana, obviously. Something that comes out from time to time and can be pretty pesky to deal with. But it's one of those things where Madara's hero pool has never really been a problem, so easily can find substitute picks for him.
Yeah, so what do we look for seeing here from Liquid? With the Witch Doctor already picked up, surely they have some kind of combination planned for it. Like what pairs up great with the Witch Doctor?
And the thing, it's kind of just laying with the Lifestealers, and it's not like a hero you look to necessarily combo around.
Yeah, but most notably, if you do want to, now they picked up the Nyx Assassin, so it's not going to happen. But if you did want to, you know, Faceless Void is never a bad option for setting up Death Ward. But outside of that, as Parker was saying, it's not really necessary. to set up for anything. He's just very good in the laning stage, and Lifestealer, Witch Doctor on their own can kill pretty much any offlaner. They don't need the help of a third.
Yeah, it frees up whoever's playing that roaming role, normally Kuro, to just.
It's a lot
not help
stronger.
out the
It's a
safe
lot
lane.
stronger lane than Shadow Demon Lifestealer.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, I don't imagine Back can get much out of that lane without like a dedicated dual lane support up there. Like he's going to need that dedicated help if he wants to get anything against those two.
It looks like Liquid is putting a lot of emphasis on dominating both lanes, but also early game, taking control from a very early point in time, and then of course as soon as Nyx hits the 6, just be all over the map and make at Finem scared of things. Also, Nyx is great against Bat Rider.
Yeah.
Spike carapace when he's flying around.
There's a Bane Mirana combination, and we obviously have seen Mirana played in multiple roles. And Nyx Assassin is already good against the OD, but OD is still in the pool. Is there a chance that Finem still would go for that? Even with the
There's a chance
Mirana,
for both teams to go for that. I think that the chance is probably higher on the side of Liquid, based off of the fact that there's a Nyx, so at Finem may not want that. There's a lot of versatility left for at Finem's lineup at this point, because they can go for the Mirana on the mid lane, but they can also roam around with those two as a support combination. So it's too early to tell still.
Okay, well that is a core Rubik or a core Nyx. Which one is it?
It's a third position Nyx.
Yeah. Should be mind controls hero typically.
Yeah.
We've also seen Miracle or Rubik though.
They've actually done the Nyx mid as well. Didn't Miracle play a mid Nyx one game, I want to say, against OD or something, or an Invoker? I think it was against an OD one game. So that is a bit of a flex pick as well, but... Yeah, who knows? It's Liquid. We don't know who's playing what lane.
And is Miracle even going to be mid, yeah?
We don't know who's playing,
either.
what kind of, where these heroes are really headed. For Rubik, for Nyx, it's one of those things, it's like with Liquid, you just have to say wait and see.
I'm going to have to assume it's a Kuroki Rubik though. That much I want to say.
Bulba was playing it all the time. Bulba was playing it most of the time with the old team. So.
Yeah, but now they have a Witch Doctor.
Oh yeah, that's true. Witch Doctor Rubik, does that not feel like it feels like a pretty weak support duo?
Yeah, I think so.
That almost kind of leans.
Why do
to
you
it.
feel that
Rubik
is a weak support
Rubik is
combo?
probably the best support up against a Bane Elemental, and now with an Earthshaker pickup, Rubik is a godly pick to have. It's almost as if at Finem is picking right into Liquid's hands right now.
Why is a Rubik Witch Doctor a poor support combo, a weak support
They don't
combo?
complement each other too well, and as we talked about a few hours ago, when you have these double squishy intelligence supports that don't necessarily have great farm capabilities, you'll often find yourself falling behind in comparison to the enemy support duo, unless they're also these squishy, weak lineup. And in this
In which case they're not. Yeah.
They're not, but it definitely makes up for it that there's a Bane Elemental and an Earthshaker on the other side of things, because you could steal Fissure. Grip is the easiest thing in the world to suddenly steal, and you can then cancel it before you activate your own. So by all means, Rubik is amazing at this point.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, last picks are needed. We have a Slark ban for Liquid. Missing Madara's hero?
It will be, the Mirana mid now with the Shaker pickup too, since that's almost always MNT playing that roaming Shaker.
Yeah.
Gives a bit more info about what Ad Finem are going to be doing.
Oh, they ban out Bloodseeker? Sorry, Jacob.
It's just the strongest hero in the game. It's very natural that you want to have it removed from the pool.
Yeah. That's why we see him banned all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a honor system between teams. You just don't pick Bloodseeker. It's
normally, but
Gentleman's
Finem doesn't
agreement.
trust Kuro. This guy's too desperate to win. We need to remove the Bloodseeker.
Oh. Is there, why would you ban out Bloodseeker? Is there anything that they are going to pick up that Bloodseeker would be really good against? Am I missing something?
Well, the Slark was the big one, I guess.
Yeah, but that's
which was banned first?
Actually, Bloodseeker is the anti-mage killer. Not even kidding.
Yeah.
Before you had oh my god, it's so good against anti-mage. If you get a decent amount of farm and level on the Bloodseeker early on, and you can just hunt around for this anti-mage, which you definitely can with both the Lifestealer and the Nyx Assassin as well.
Yeah.
Because if anti-mage blinks out of Rupture, he dies.
Yeah. Unless
he does it perfectly and starts a TP. There is there's this little sweet spot, almost a bug in the game, I'd say, where you can do a perfectly ranged blink, so you won't lose the HP, and then you can blink out. But it's harder to do with anti-mage than it is Queen of Pain, which makes it incredibly hard to play anti-mage up against the Bloodseeker. Yes.
It's like we have to blink.
This is why Bloodseeker is the best hero in the game.
We have a Bloodseeker
I've never seen
fanatic
you get
guest.
so excited. Suddenly the Bloodseeker gets banned and then Anchorage gets picked and Jacob's like, all right, this is what they brought me to. This is what they brought me to SRG DreamLeague
Well,
for.
suddenly it made sense because at first I was just like, like all joking aside, at first I was just like, okay, they might just be trolling a bit, right? Because why they're so desperate to ban the Bloodseeker? But it is actually very good against the Anti-Mage.
Okay.
Naga last pick.
That's, I guess, still who knows what's support, what is core. Naga could be a support with the Rubik mid.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's a core Naga. Though.
Naga mid.
You sort of then they only have Life Stealer to fall back on. It seems a bit weak and squishy.
Yep.
I'm gonna go for Finem.
At Finem. What do you
The
think?
anti-mage pick. Yeah, I'll stick with that Finem as well. I feel.
At Finem for me as well. 3 for At Finem. Let's see if Liquid can prove us wrong. Over to OD Pixel and Fogged. Yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the SSRG Dream League. I'm OD Pixel. I'm here with Fog. We're ready to take you through the second series of the day. It is, of course, Ad Finem once again, but this time they're up against the boys on Liquid. Liquid, of course, this roster working at the moment with GH. We're going to see how he can play out with this one. And the drafts. I mean, looking at them at the moment, Ad Finem bringing in the Earthshaker. That very kind of weird banners they discussed on the Bloodseeker. And Liquid, they are keeping Matuma Man on the carry. We're not going to see any Kuroki carry, at least for this game one. It will be Matuma Man Lifestealer, Miracle Naga Siren, a bit of the Resident Sleeper, but maybe the way to win this game. What are you liking about this, Fog?
Well, GH is playing the Rubik, so that's kind of interesting. He was playing mid in a couple of, I think the 2 games that they played yesterday, I want to say. So that's cool that he's playing a support, which he's known for. You know that 8.5K support player. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how it plays out. And it looks like we had an early smoke, normal kind of stuff. They warded, blocked out the camp for Ad Finem. So Liquid doesn't have the pull, so the Rubik struggles a bit. But I like Ad Finem just because Skylark's been having such success on this Batrider specifically, but it does look like Liquid very much so emphasized on like, all right, we're not going to let Skylark have a good game. You know, they picked the Lifestealer, which is very good versus it. They have Nyx on top of that. Witch Doctor in the laning phase is very strong. They have Naga Sleep in case of it. Rubik instant lift. It seems like everything is really focused on this Batrider.
I'll be interested to see, of course, down bottom.
Bottom lane. He wants to get the room, but he doesn't want to get lifted.
Blocked out from it. Yeah, they'll let Miracle get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little bit aware of the combo that he could get caught in if he comes too close to Skylark.
I like this GH approach too. He started with the Magic Stick level 1, so he can, just like trade hits with the Batrider, and of course he's going to have Sticky, so it's going to go pretty well for them in this bottom lane. Skylark's going to struggle a bit, even though he should be getting some fissure blocks to get free experience. And yeah, that's what MNT's going to do. Even letting the range creep go in front, so that's pretty sick play by him.
Oh, well, we'll see how well the back can stand up against this trial down bottom with the backup of MNT on the Shaker. And up top, we are, of course, going to be seeing Madara going up against Nyx Assassin in what will be, for the time being, this lane where Bane's going to do his best to harass back the Nyx, create space for Madara. I mean, which lane's going to be the trickiest, do you feel? Where are we going to see the most uneven lane at the moment, do you feel?
Probably this top lane.
Yep.
I think he should. I think My Control should have some trouble versus like a Bane. Like once he gets level 2, it just starts to be a bit more struggle for him. But he does have a lot of regen, and he's doing a good job of like messing with the creep equilibrium all the time. And he knows the Earthshaker's bottom, so he doesn't have to worry about a tri-lane up there. So it should be like probably the hardest one for them, but that's just about it. And we do see, because bottom lane, Kuroki actually getting grabbed up here.
He's got a cast, and yeah, telekinesis as well to hold them back. And Skylark just going to make sure he can do as much damage as he can during this Firefly duration. Pushing inside Liquid back.
Liquid emphasized that, the lane's pushing pretty hard because of these Earthshaker fissures, so they wanted to pull the side as much as possible because Kuroki unfortunately did miss that D ward, so they don't have a regular pull. Bottom lane looks like they're trying to put some pressure onto the Batrider, but just a lift, some casual auto attacks. Mid lane, Miracle's doing super well though. 11-2 to the 6-0 Thug, so he's doing probably a little bit better than you'd expect, but that's, poor man's shield melee versus a ranged mid. It's kind of just is what it is.
And this top lane certainly proving to be a tough one for Mind Control, as you anticipated. Out of mana. and very limited in what he can do in terms of harassment. Bottom lane, though, a bit of a setup onto Skylark with the open wounds. Very far, is it going to be enough? No, it's not. First blood to Matuma. The tri-lane, very, very scary for this bat if he gets caught out of position. And Matuma, very, very happy. Picking up first blood. He's already 14 for 1. This is a great start for Matuma Lifestealer.
Yeah, it seems like it was maybe, I don't know if maybe miscommunication, because that was the one moment when maybe next time was actually going back to pick up more clarities and stuff from the courier, and that's when Skylark just started to play pretty aggressive with his Firefly and get into the faces of the support. So definitely a little bit over-eager by him, but maybe just, like I said, miscommunication between the two of them.
I mean, do you think we'll see Skylark return to the lane consistently, or is there going to be a point where he says, I'll go jungle, you take the lane, MNT, just try and get what you can in terms of XP on the Earthshaker?
Speak of the devil, he's actually stacking up right now, so he gets a double stack on that hard camp near the bottom lane. And yeah, MNT fissure blocks to make sure that they don't pull the side lane, and he pull the side camp, and yeah, he's getting a couple nice needed levels. But it's looking pretty good for Liquid right now, especially in this bottom lane.
Thug's starting to catch up in the mid lane. He's managed to pretty much even it out with a 14-2 against the 15 for 4. So keeping back on level with Miracle's farm. And it certainly feels like, indeed, across the map, it is Mind Control suffering the most at the moment. He's consistently having to go back to base and certainly falling behind in terms of what he's finding in this early game.
Yeah, he's just going for levels. I mean, he's not gonna get any farm up here whatsoever. Especially like whenever the Bane's there, there's like not really much you could do. We actually saw at Finem use a very early scan, actually expecting Thug to be ganked with a smoke through their ward because they didn't see the Rubik and the Witch Doctor for a bit. So early scan thrown out there and expecting some early aggression from Liquid.
Again, Skylark, just keeping eyes on the pull throughs being made by Liquid. Mid lane, Thug has to be a little bit careful because you have got Mind Control actually heading towards the mid lane. He's picked up an Invis rune, and he'd love to set up for a bit of a kill attempt onto Thug. I mean, with the Nagasaren and the Riptide, it's going to be close because Thug should have the chance to lead back. There's no points in ensnare yet, so
he should be just fine.
Yeah, it's a hard kill for Mind Control to get.
But they don't know that he's Invis, and it looks like Spartan's actually trying to make a play here on the Nagasaren, so this actually could turn on them pretty badly.
They could certainly kill the Bane.
Yeah,
they
this actually could be pretty bad here.
That should be a kill. They'll set it up with the stun. Spartan, he's got a Nightmare back, the Nyx Assassin, but Liquid, they've got Miracle chasing him down. It looks like he's just too speedy. They can't actually finish the kill, so Spartan's going to be happy with that one. Meanwhile, down bottom lane, another death for Skylark as the tri-lane moves in. And again, finding Matuma involved in another kill as he sits. 2 kills on the board, 35 CS. It's continued to be a better and better opening for this Lifestealer.
Yeah, Skylark again tried to walk in and like do some kind of cheeky play to like get some more experience and some more farm and take that big stack. But that's when he identified, he even pinged it out. He's like, they have a lane ward. They're watching my movements. They know every time I step in. So now he pinged that. That's probably going to get dewarded here. Yep, MNT puts on the ward, eats it right away. So good call by them. At least they get that little gain. But Skylark now already with 2 deaths, only level 3, while the Nyx Assassin is pretty much at the same point. So going a little bit better for Liquid right now in this laning phase.
I mean, GH and Kuroki, do you imagine that we'll continue to see them just stay down on this bottom lane, enabling Matuma? Or will they look for a gank mid trying to catch out Thug? Was he just a little bit too slippy on the Mirana?
I think they can probably start making moves soon because like Matuma has such a great start. He's already going to be level 6, plenty of stick charges. Like he doesn't have to worry too much about this Bat Rider, and at this point the Bat's going to get some levels no matter what you do. And now they're actually, speaking of which, at Finem's actually making another rotation with the Bane, smoked up with the Earthshaker. Looks like they want to put pressure on this Matuma Lifestealer.
Got to be careful because Matuma has got a fair few stick charges. In fact, he'll use them now, going aggressively, looking for Skylark. Raged up. There'll be a defensive Nightmare, but it doesn't matter. Matuma still gets the kill. And a killing spree for this safe lane Lifestealer. It really just gets better and better. Even with these smoke rotations from Finem, they seem to really be struggling with an answer to dealing with this safe lane Lifestealer.
That was a very worrisome situation that just happened. They're bringing both heroes for smoke, and then you're losing your offlaner anyway. And now Matuma just going to take this whole hard camp. So this is a big acceleration in experience and farm, and yeah, much needed experience for the supports though. And I think now he's probably going to transition to being more of a jungler while giving the Rubik level 6 in this lane.
Of course, whilst this all goes on, it isn't just Matuma Man having a good time. I mean, obviously Matuma Man has the kills, whereas Madara does not. But Madara on the anti-mage, still getting pretty much free farm up on the top lane. Mind Control's come back into the lane, trying to do his best, but consistently Madara just jumps forward, burns the mana of Mind Control, limiting what he can get done in the lane. So we are going to see both carries have a strong opening.
Kind of cool little approach too. He picked up an Orb of Venom. I think maybe he's doing this because like Spartan wants to like run around and roam around, so he wants to be able to pressure Mind Control as much as possible in this lane. Even though he knows he can't really solo kill him, he can just kind of push him out, and with the slow, it's a little bit more obnoxious. And now, speaking of which, Spartan going for the rotation, and this is a pretty free kill on MC here.
Yeah, Brain Sap and the Fisher. There'll be a Mana Void. Mind Control trying to get himself out, but the
He has
Blink
to commit
force
the
there.
blink.
Madara finds the kill. GH just come in with the TP. Telekinesis isn't going to be there for the time being as he's held back by a Nightmare. And he will get out. Madara's got Blink up in a second, so he should be fine as well. So Finem come in for the kill. They get themselves out.
Nice rotation. They even forced a double TP, so now Skylark gets a little bit of breathing room bottom to get some much needed farm, which he needs on himself with, like, you know, 3 deaths already to the Lifestealer.
Mid lane, Thug being pressured. Still though, net worth wise for Thug and Miracle, it's close, but Miracle's slightly ahead. Wow, look at that. I mean, this is indeed Miracle. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we haven't seen this one before. Miracle's first pro game on Naga Siren. So, I mean, so far, so good. He's been farming a tree up in the mid lane. Just be interesting to see how he is able to play this on.
He's
last hitting.
He's last hitting very well, and his skill build. I mean, he got the perfect items too. You know, with the raindrop, Aquila, you get that extra bonus mana regen. Yeah, he's doing very well. We'll see how his micro kind of holds up, because if you haven't played it too many times, maybe like the first few times it's a little shaky, but I mean it's Miracle. He should be just fine to throw his illusions all over.
Yeah, and as we saw with that stat, 63 different heroes he's been has played over his competitive career, so very versatile player, of course.
And Mind Control actually goes back for the Iron Talon now, so he can get a little bit more farm and levels, because he's like we kind of thought was going to happen. He's struggling pretty hard in that top lane, but almost level 6 either way. Nice D ward coming out from Kuroki up in that top lane too now. So,
and the thing is, if Miracle obviously does continue to get space, get that Radiance timing, they've got him, the Lifestealer. How well can Finem take this one late? Say we see like in game 2 of the last series, he gets to like a 60-minute epic. Is there a side that clearly wins in terms of late game, or do both teams have late game potential?
I think that Liquid's lineup kind of just wins in the late game, but you're playing versus Finem. We saw in this last series especially too, like these guys are just incredibly aggressive with their team fighting potential, and they even said it themselves in the interview with MNT. He's like, we felt like we were in a bad position after we messed up that high ground push, but we knew we got to win it, take it late. So these guys, they always have a little bit of a plan just in case.
Radiant's middle tower is
And
under attack.
okay, I don't know what that is, but whatever.
To my man. Continue with these side pulls, just finding as much as he can from the lane. MNT, the one sitting down there at the moment, seeing what he can sap in terms of XP. Thug clearing out some creeps in the jungle. Skylark's heading over there as well.
Yeah, I mean they're splitting up both the supports now. So Kuroki's sitting mid, GH is sitting bottom, and they have both the cores just jungling or all 3 cores actually jungling. Even Mind Control is doing jungle, so they're content with the way the pace of the game is going right now on the side of Liquid.
And Mind Control has got the 6 now. So we'll see if he wants to try and set something up across the map. I mean,
pretty hard for
where's
them
the best
to
place
kill.
for him to go? That's the question. Is there anyone that you can look to find? I mean, Thug relatively low at the moment, hanging around mid.
That's probably the best kill, you know, with an Infest Bomb. They're probably going to meet up and try to do that. They might be able to bring the Anti-Mage down if they just get like very nice casks and a Rubik rotation on top of it, but we'll see how they do it, because they don't even have the mana actually for Mind Control to use stun out of Vendetta.
And Dire have just scanned this area a little too early though. It won't clip the movement from Mind Control.
I don't think that they're going to be able to kill Madara at all, but the support, for sure. So let's see if they find Spartan here, hiding in the trees. They caught a glimpse of him.
Yeah, they did.
But they don't have the mana for the stun, so this could be quite a dive here, but Spartan. Okay, they're just going to go for it.
Yeah, they don't need the touch there. Nightmare will come through. Brainstack keeps him alive for a little bit of time. The TPs are coming in though, so Mind Control has to be careful. Jump forward there with the Spike Empress. Holding back Madara, who still comes through though with the
and they even TP with Skylark.
Lasso onto Matuma Man. This is big for Finem. Matuma Man with the armlet toggling in the rage, looking to get himself out of that. And with the cast coming back as well, he's actually going to be able to get himself away. Nice little play as he does escape, but they do lose the offlaner's life, and they do just get the support for it.
Nice TP by Skylark, at least just to get involved early on, because he had, he struggled a bit with with his laning phase, so he's trying to get involved and try to get some extra farm. But yeah, Miracle during all this is just completely free farming, and he's on a very good timing right now. 2,200 gold with all these small items, even the Iron Talon finished up. He's happy with the way the game's going. Yeah, it's just it's good getting to a messy Naga Siren game. I mean, because in terms of kind of moving around the map and catching him out, I guess they can. The Bat Skylark is going for the drums build. I mean, is that the play for? Do they need to do something about Miracle now? If he does get the Radiance, how much of an issue is that for their lineup? Like, can they deal with a Radiance Naga? They're definitely gonna struggle to deal with it because they don't. It's really gonna be hard for them to actually get like good pick-off potentials. It's just pretty much Skylark going for it. Like the Fiend's Grip, I feel like they picked the Bane more so for the lifesteal. They didn't really obviously know that the Naga was gonna be coming out later, so it's gonna be hard for them to find the real Naga at least in this game. Like their combo is gonna be what, like Moonlight Shadow into a Bat Rider Lasso for the attempts of that, but they just want to make as much space as possible for Madara to farm, because if he's like even with the Naga, that's quite decent. But the fact that they're dealing with a lifestealer on top of that is kind of problematic, just because of his accelerated start from the Bat Rider deaths. And Kuroki is... I like what Kuroki's doing here. He has 3 points in the cask, and he's saving his other 2 points still. So he hasn't decided if he wants the Voodoo Restoration or the Maledict. More than likely, we'll see the Voodoo. But top lane, GH playing a little bit over-eager here, but he does steal the Fissure. But he's going to die. He was out there on his own, right underneath the tier 1. That was deep play from the Rubik. At the same time, down lane, Madara looking for Matsumaman, jumping behind the tower. Matsumaman with the armlet toggling. He's going to do his best to make them work for this. Mind Control is there as well to help him out. Madara just blinks away. Good awareness there, realizing that backup is very much likely to be inbound as he heads back. Matsumaman keeps himself alive though. What? Did he get him on the armlet toggle? Well, that just happened. I mean... Oh, splat! He probably didn't expect the Nurse Shaker just to come down there and fissure, but mid lane, Skylark... Oh my goodness. We actually do have the 2 points in Maledict on Kuroki. He gets them on Skylark, but a nice drag back under the tower. See if he's able to pick up Kuroki. With Thug there, he should be able to just fine. And they've got a DD on Miracle, but yeah, he's got to turn and run. Nice little use of the illusions to block the arrow, but... I want to see a replay of that Shaker play. Bottom lane. That was Miracle, or Mind Control getting doven up here from 3 heroes. Should just go down, but nice little jukes. He's got stun up in 2, 1. Hey! He's out! And JK, MNC's there again with these fishes. I mean, he's racking up a tasty bit of bonus gold with these kills. Yeah, he's got his Tranquil Soul Ring. Pretty ideal for him right now. GH with the rotation. He has a stolen arrow too, but not looking to use it. Jumps out on Skylark. So he's going for just like tanky frontline build. He's trying to be not worrying too much about the Blink Dagger, just because playing versus like Naga Sleep, Lift, like all these different things. We've got the replay. Let's see what we got. Where's the toggle? I mean that's the dream for a Nurse Shaker right there. Value. That's value. Wow. We have it. Battle Fury's now done for Madara. 13.5 minutes in, mid lane. Sleep setup. Yep. Here we go. Stolen arrow. Oh, nope, you don't. It was a good attempt. It was a sweet attempt, but Thug's there quick with the leap. Timing not quite there. It's a hard timing to hit. That's a big usage, though. That's a 3-minute cooldown on the song now. So now Finem's going to look to be on the aggressive for sure. Because that's these guys. They like to fight, and when a cooldown like that's used, that's their green light right now. I mean, what we're talking in terms of money on? He's got the relic, hasn't he? He's got the relic now. He's got the relic. So this is still brilliant timing. Yeah, now he's picking up an arcane rune too, so that's going to help him accelerate his farm a little bit more in the next couple minutes. I want to see maybe next time has to be watching out though to make sure his Fissure doesn't get stolen. Up lane, nice arrow, stun. Still going to be hard to kill him. Look at this stun lock. It isn't enough. He's got the blink, but definitely not a good place to hit. These casts. Hey, they've done one. Could they do another? They've actually managed to find out the pain elsewhere as Matsumaman picks up Spartan. GH he's got the stolen blink. Does he want to go for this telekinesis in 4 seconds? Space for mid tower. Miracle now basically has the Radiance finished up. 900 gold on top of the relic, as you were mentioning. And Matumberman almost has his Echo Saber with the armlet. So it's definitely looking good. A little bit better for Liquid here. You think so? But yeah, it's not like out of control just yet. It's just a couple little mistakes. Getting the kill on the anti-mage there is massive. He just picked up the Battle Fury. And they only just got it, but really nicely done. Yeah. And yeah, it's going to be anti-mage versus Naga.
the battle of the resident sleepers from both sides. But
Yeah.
at the moment, it's certainly not been like that. We've had a lot of cool plays coming out, so hopefully that will continue. I hope we don't fall into kind of the super passive state of 4 Protect 1.
This is
it
at
doesn't
Finem.
feel like that at the moment.
Come on.
Yeah, at Finem. They don't roll with that. They don't roll with that.
They don't want that to be
They
happening.
want to fight. They want blood. They
Yeah.
want murder.
I mean, the song is still on cooldown for almost
Yeah.
2 minutes, so they still have go time. They have the Bane Fiend's Grip, they have Echo Slam, they have Lasso, they have all the tools they need to fight right now, but losing the Anti-Mage right when he gets Battle Fury is probably the most unfortunate thing that could ever happen.
Yes, just as his farm was about to kick off, step back, more money into the pocket of Miracle, who's only a few hundred gold away from that recipe. And indeed, elsewhere on the side of Finem, you look towards Thug. Thug's nearly got the Aghanim's, so only 250 gold, and Mirana will have that complete.
Yeah, he's very farmed, actually. I didn't realize how close he was to
14
it.
minutes, yeah.
14-minute Aghanims, that's what you want. You level 11 as well, level 2 Arrow, max leap already. So, is anyone on the side of Liquid actually carrying Reveal? Okay, they only have 1 sentry right now for the
On
Moonlight
Kuroki.
Shadow, which could be quite devastating in this next upcoming engagement, but at the same time, Liquid has very good wards right now. They have eyes on both Thug and the Earthshaker right now near the Ancients, and they even placed that 1 ward when they were going to kill the Anti-Mage before, so good vision.
Hopefully, we'll get Madara back in this one fairly shortly.
Yeah, it seems like the players seem to be having some lag issues currently, so.
Here we go. He's back in. The G is called. Boo. Get ourselves back on with the action.
And they're aware of the vision too. The way that the Anti-Mage died there, they're like, okay, there's a ward here. They knew. They just knew way too well where he was positioned.
And bottom lane, they've actually looks got their eyes on GH maybe. You've got both Skylark and
Spartan
heading
making
down,
the move
yeah.
down. He's got the Fiend's Grip.
GH. He has a
They kind of have
blink,
to get this.
so he can react. Can he react
Instant
quick enough?
blink, too.
Whip-a-boo. Off he goes. He's back.
Oh, but he's chasing. That's a max blink. You don't dive that.
Yeah, GH is fine. And there we have it. 15-minute Radiance, boys and girls.
He's ahead of his
15-minute
timing.
Radiance.
Yeah, he's ahead of where he wants to be even. Like that's more than ideal for the Naga Siren here. 15 minutes with all these small items as well, having that. Looking very good for Liquid right now.
Nice. This game just got a whole lot harder for Finem. With a Radiance Naga on the board. GH God still playing around down bottom. Scarlet's going to look for the cutoff, but the blink back's there. GH, he'll be fine. Finem with the 5-man down here. They won't get the kill, but they should be able to get the tower. The thing is that at the same time, Liquid just looking for a bit of a split push. Kuroki and Mind Control, eyes towards the top. They're not going to be able to push as quick as Finem, of course, as Finem take the tower. And already sending TPs back to the tier 2, so may even look to try and defend this one. As, indeed, more TPs coming through. So Liquid won't be able to find the tower trade. But it really is all eyes on Miracle. With that Radiance, we're about to see what he can do. And of course, as the stats said, his first debut performance on the Naga Siren in competitive Dota.
Yep, splitting up the illusions already, trying to take some of the farm from Finim's jungle as well with those, so good job by him. Lasso.
Straight up onto Kuroki. They see an opportunity, and with a Fissure from MNC, they'll take it. Kuroki to 4.
Oh, and he steals the Fissure though.
Oh,
Going for
GH.
maybe next time, but
He's not on the man. He's got 5 stick charges and a soul ring. Arrow's not going to connect. GH should be fine. And so he'll run away. At the same time, they're mid lane, but Timmerman and Mind Control coming in with the Infest Bomber, and it's a big kill. They take down Madara, down for 40 seconds. And we've seen this now twice. You know, Liquid's, they've got Miracle up on the board farming, and in 2 kind of subsequent incidents,
Anti-Mage is
gone
down here.
And with Thug as well, this is really starting to get scary for Finem now. You've lost 2 of your big cores, and Liquid, they're going to just continue to farm at a rate that's going to be hard to catch up with if you're dead.
Yeah, they're struggling to find the opportunities. Like, Sleep was down for those, 3 minutes, and they didn't use a single Fiend's Grip. They still haven't used an Echo Slam, so they're really having a hard time finding the opportunities to go on Liquid and make some plays happen. But now, they do have the Skylark Blink Dagger, but he has been pretty active with his lassos, even without it, so they have to find a way to incorporate this Bane a bit better with the Earthshaker rotation. I mean, MNT's had some great rotations with the Fissures, but the Fiend's Grips have not been able to happen just yet.
Absolutely not. And so a 1700 on Miracle on top of Radiance. So imagine what he just goes for the stand and get the pots. Manta style, Octarine.
Yep.
Not going to see too much kind of divergence from the standard Naga build.
Just the best build. It's very good this game as well versus what Finem has too. they kind of struggle to deal with those illusions very early in the game, except for the Mirana.
I mean, I guess, of course, with the Song TP, you can still play around it with both the arrow, also the Fisher. I believe you can cast it from outside the range of the Song, can't you? So they do have methods of kind of catching Miracle if he does go for the split push plays.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. But you have to be, you look at with, especially, bottom lane now. Get the stun to get the lasso on him, but they already have Miracle beating on him.
Wants to lasso lots on it, Jim. Oh, they've just lost two. I mean, at Finem, they've got to be careful. They are really throwing quite a lot in the way of Liquid. And Matsumaman now sitting on 2.1k gold with the Echo Saber arm, that Blightstone. If he wants to get that Deso done, he's going to have it very shortly. And he'll be able to fight. And at this stage of the game, Liquid, they can kind of go for this four-man team fight and just have Miracle pushing out the lanes, farming out the map, as he's doing perfectly with the micros, sending the illusions to all the camps and the bottom lane.
Yep. Stolen Fisher coming into work right now on Spartan, and he's just dead. This is scary.
At Finem is starting to fall apart here.
Yeah, and the fact that, you know, the two times that they killed the anti-mage now with the Lifestealer, he doesn't even have the Desolator like you were mentioning. Once he has that Deso, they're going to burst him down so much easier. Like, they were killing him without it. Now it's just going to be easy.
Yeah, it's been a very, very clean game from Matsumaman. Only going down that once, down the bottom with a bit of a whiff of the armlet toggling against the surprise Fisher. But other than that, 8-1-2. Matsumaman looking very good, and they found themselves an Ancient stack, and they'll do their best to take some of this away from Finem.
Yeah, everyone on the side of Liquid just doing very well.
Oh.
Jumps in the Dragon, he should be just fine, and GH even is going to be picking up a Blink Dagger on that Rubik very soon, which is going to be very lovely for him to get easy setups as well as disrupt the Batrider initiations, because he doesn't have a Force Staff. And they even have Nyx Carapace on top of that too.
Aye,
indeed. They are.
Yeah. The fact that Miracle and Matsumaman are just in such a good position.
Yeah, I mean, it's like 20 minutes in. When have you seen an Ad Finem team, like that team of Ad Finem, not using one of their support heroes' ultimates by 20 minutes? Still no Fiend Scripts being able to be used. And now the Blink's already finished on the Rubik, so he has some free steals if it does get used.
Yeah, a lot of very tasty spells for GH to get his hands on this game. And as we've already seen, getting the Blink earlier, stealing the arrow, stealing the Fisher. A lot of very, very nice spells.
Yep. Now the Desolator finished up.
Yeah, these Infest Bombs going to get even scarier now for the side of Ad Finem. They've got to be careful where they head out on the map. And as we can see, just kind of clearing out the creep wave here down on the bottom lane, Matsumaman, allowing the team to take down the town with the Deso. They'll make short work of it. More money into the pocket of GH. As, I mean, just looking down the map as well, just the fact that GH has got that early, decent Blink timing, as you mentioned earlier.
This is an Ad Finem team that doesn't want to fight.
Yep.
This is not the Ad Finem that we are used to seeing. This is definitely not them in their comfort zone either. They are completely on the back foot and just waiting for this anti-mage to try to kick in. But Liquid doesn't want. They're not going to let that happen. They're smoked up. They're already running at him, running through the mid lane. They've got the Infest already on mind control. They've got Kuroki there as well. They've got the Blink Rubik.
Oh, and they're going to find him.
They're going to find him here.
No, they're going to find the Earthshaker first. That's good. Yeah, that's good for Madara. He was coming over to farm that area of the jungle, so that will give him the info to get the hell out of there. Skylark eyeing up Kuroki, but already TP's out. You know, Madara, he's the hell out of there. Skylark heads down to the south, looking to escape, and already in the tree line as well. Thug will TP away. So they do manage to get everyone out of there. Obviously, Earthshaker kind of tanking the gank, but in good news for Finem, because they don't lose the anti-mage again.
Yeah, Liquid gets some nice aggressive wards, though, down. They get one deep in the mid lane near the secret shop, and they get one in that top lane. So they're aware of all the moves that Ad Finem's going to be doing for the next couple minutes, and I don't think those wards are going to get taken out at all.
And it really just is the fact that in this case, Matsumaman, a very dominant pushing force with the Deso. He's cleared out tier 2 in the mid lane. There's the wave pushing in up top, so Liquid can look for the next tower already.
Yeah, Dire Scan clips Matumba, but they aren't aware of how many heroes are there, so Finem is just playing very afraid. They're just playing on the bottom side of the map and just afraid of their jungle, which they should be. Mind control even goes back for the Midas, so he's feeling like, he's just like, you know, the later this game goes, it's just better and better for us. They don't really have tools to deal with the Naga because of how farmed he is already. And Rubik now even steals another arrow. So GH getting good steals.
Tower taken, and mind control backing. Hunting for their own jungle. They'll see the trails of the Batrider.
This is a great pickup now, great purchase from Skylark. They're feeling the pressure, as we've been mentioning, and they pick up a gem. So that's definitely the best tool that they could do right now in order to alleviate the pressure off of Madara. They're even trying to give maybe next time some farm now too. The anti-mage actually just left one of the camps for him to try to clean up, and now,
And here we that blink! They didn't have
sentry.
They had the sentry.
Yeah.
I was going to say, those
I was like, that was
reactions.
quick. Damn.
He saw him, he knew. He was playing it cool, Madara. But Man's still hanging around. He knows he's got the backup at Liquid. Finem do have pretty much the entirety of their team there as well, though.
Clip Skylark, he has the gem even on him too.
A long-ass stun.
Are they going to be able to chase that? No, it's a little bit too deep for them. Yeah. That would have been a very big kill, though. That's the gem. Madara, though, not doing so bad. You know, he's got the Manta now finished up. He's a bit behind. Sleep now. Catches 3 heroes. The arrow's out. Right on Skylark.
Brilliantly done. There'll be a defensive nightmare, but it's not going to save him. Thug jumps in with the Star Storm, but the ensnare down onto the Bane. They pick up a second one. Double kill from the Timberman. The Sleep setup, very successful for Liquid. As they get 2 more kills, keep the momentum going. I mean, are they at a point where they can push high ground, or do you think we'll still see the game kind of hang on and get to a later stage before they go too aggressive?
Probably just with Rage. He can just walk up and hit it a few times with Rage and then back up and then rinse, repeat over and over.
Yep.
Until they feel like, until they feel like they're not in a safe position, which is probably right after this. Yeah, they're going to just back up. But they do still have the level 1 healing, level 1 Voodoo Restoration with Urn, a couple Urn charges too, so at least being able to heal him up. But yeah, in that initiation there, Skylark lost his brand new gem, so it's very devastating for Finem, and it's looking quite grim for them. But Madara is trying his best to keep the lanes pushed out.
Timberman just continuing to farm the Ancients of Finem, limiting the potential for Madara's farm.
Smoke up now from Finem.
They need to find something bigger at Finem, and they're going to find Timberman straight in with the lasso. The response is there with Spike Carapace into the Firefly. Timberman falling low. He's going to get taken out by the Starstorm. In fact, with the mana point, Madara, he's managed to pick up a second. The dust will be popped. They're trying to get out. Madara moves forward, takes the double kill. Mind control. Looks like they don't have the vision, of course, with the gem already being lost. They have a sentry up on the high ground. They're dropping wards, but Mind Control is headed the right way, keeping the gem safe. But they lose 3 heroes there, Liquid. Great initiation from Finem, catching them off guard. But look at Miracle, meanwhile. He's got 5.5k gold in his pocket at 25 minutes in. It really does feel like a game where Finem could get well and truly Naga Sirened.
Madara already picking up a Basher, though. Like, that engagement there was very good for them. Getting those 3 kills was massive. You know, the Lifesteal was getting completely out of control. It's a big kill streak going Thug's way. The Illusions, though. They've got the sleep up, too.
Miracle.
TPs are coming in.
Aye, aye, aye.
Mind Control's in position.
Here we have Miracle with the song.
It's not quite low enough, though, but
Moving
they do have the setup on 3 heroes.
Mind Control indeed looking for the perfect angle. With the stun, goes through. There's the slam in response, though they jump forward. They're looking for Mind Control first, but the caster's been popped out. Now with the ensnare, the Death Ward onto the Batrider. They've lost a third on Finem. They will find the Rubik kill. Madara that has to get himself the hell out of there. MMT holding back Mind Control with the Fisher. But Liquid, the ones to take 3 off the back of that song setup. They'll take Roche as well. Again, it doesn't get any better for Finem. It really doesn't. It's falling downhill very quickly. And taking the 3-for-1 trade, getting the Roche, getting the Aegis, Octarine, now complete on Miracle at 26 minutes. This game could get rough for the Greeks.
Interesting, too, if you saw Miracle's build, he went for 4 points in net rather than doing like the 1 point in nets or stats that we do see most Naga Sirens do. So definitely showing, you know, like he's doing a different build than we usually do see, at least in the skill build. So Earthshaker, easily 700 gold from Blink Dagger, so they'll have that second tool of initiation quite soon. And looking at the net worth, it's about almost 11,000 gold in lead of Liquid right now. So
Liquid looking for fights. Mind Control Vendetted up, and inside him a Timberman ready to pack a punch. Finem playing safe though.
Yeah,
That's how grouped up and backed away. They know that Liquid are going to be looking for these kind of plays, and in fact, well, Mind Control. See if he catches anyone out here. MT and down the Fishers. Mind Control knows he's in the area, and they'll just pop out. They'll look to take the tier 2 tower out the hands of Finem.
Yep. So Spartan did get a Fiend's Grip off earlier, but it lasted about 0.1 seconds. So he did cast it once, but it It wasn't like the worst situation because they did get those kills off of it. So let's see if he's able to get a couple more off. But GH now with Blink and Force Staff, he's able to really position himself to get some great steals.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And this really feels like it's just panning out to be a textbook game for Miracle.
Yeah,
Hasn't died at all. And in terms of the farming, it's been pretty much perfect. Manta style. Yeah. It's, I believe, pretty much going to be there. But he's just picking up the ultimate ball from the side shot. We have 376 CS at 28 minutes in. It doesn't get any better for the Naga Siren. And the fact that the team's playing so well around it as well, Liquid. You know, you've constantly got the four of them out looking for blood, not giving anything away to the side of Finem, and just making sure it's a very stable kind of backbone performance to allow Miracle's Naga Siren to excel.
They do get the lasso, but he has Aegis, but they're pulling him pretty far back.
Oh, let me just start to head back down.
Okay.
Yeah, looks like they won't be able to even pop him once. Miracle's coming with the TP and has the sleep available if they need it. Matuma Man open booting the creeps, trying to heal himself back up. Has the Voodoo Restoration in the back of his team. Ara comes through, but it's blocked by the creep.
Full Abyssal finished up for Madara right now, so he has no buyback and he's ready to fight.
And he really needs to as well at this point, especially with Assault Cuirass finished on Matuma Man. The sieging capabilities getting stronger and stronger for Liquid.
Man, he's going to get bursted down so quickly on the anti-mage if he gets locked down and they don't have any backup for him. He has to be very careful of his positioning.
Jumping, trying to lift MNT down out of the base, can't quite get the distance.
He really wants to steal that fissure.
They want to make as much use as they can of this Aegis. 2 minutes left on the timer. Matuma Man up onto the tier 3s. Ara connects onto Nyx Assassin, but Microchuck gets the spike carapace off in time. Matuma Man clears the wave. Again, Finem having to be very careful about how they decide to jump into this one. Not wanting to commit a lot to blowing the Aegis on the Lifestealer. And that's going to be Matuma Man's just kind of getting free reign at hammering in at the Rex. They pop the fortification, but Liquid, they're pushing and they're pushing in hard.
Yeah, Miracle keeps sending illusions to the mid lane too as expected, so the wave was kind of messed up. So Madara makes the call that he just needs to completely split push because it's too much for them to handle at this point. They can't kill Matuma twice. There's just no way with the backup that he has with Song as well as all the other heroes.
And as we can see, just the micro from Miracle making it very hard for any sort of Blink Dagger initiation. Nice
little combo there.
It's the stun. Now move forward. They will pop him down once. Madara jumps in. Look at the lasso onto Mind Control, trying about, but the song from Miracle. Again, being so disruptive for Finem in these fights. They do get the Fiend Script from outside of it though. Looking to kill Matuma Man the second time. They might just do it with a Fissure as well. The Devil, they found it. They do lose the life to that in with the Echo Slam. Looking for Miracle, but Miracle just with the Octarine heal. They just can't kill the Naga Siren and they've lost the Anti-Mage. They may have killed Matuma Man, but that's Madara out. And as you said, he went in on the Abyssal Purchase, so he doesn't have buyback. He's gone for a full minute.
Yeah, and they seem to be aware of this. Matuma Man buys back, and they're just going to go for 2 Rexes here. It seems like they know. Like, they were like, okay, he's got a Abyssal Blade. Like, there's no way he has buyback. This is our time to go.
GH
with the lift. Do they have the net? Gets him later on, but still pushes him away from the racks, and this is them being able to do some damage on it. Maybe even be able to take it down. Skylark in a pretty hard situation. Gets clipped by the Carapace stun, and he should be dead.
A lot of trouble here. Indeed, with the Vendetta hit, Skylark brought low.
Rax is
so they
going
won't
down.
quite be able to finish him, and that is indeed the problem. They're losing the base, and they're losing it quick. Mid lane cleared out. They're 1 lane of Rex and a tier 3 away from being Mega Creep. Nyx Assassin, Mind Control, has the Axe complete as well. And you've got Diffusal Blade done as well for Miracle. It's, you know, so you can't really blame Finem. I'm sure they weren't expecting the Miracle Naga Siren because, you know, hey, it's never happened before in Pro Dota, at least what Miracle playing it. But a very strong performance from him. Attending the fights at the right time as well. It hasn't been a super passive play from him. He's always been there with the song when the team needs it. And the fact that they're 20k lead ahead now, it's going to be a hard one for Finem to pull back. Yeah, but we have seen Finem pull some amazing kind of comebacks out of the pockets.
Yeah, this one I would say is quite a bit harder than the last one because they already lost the 2 Raxes so early, and with the lead that's so massive on the side of Liquid, it's just hard. Liquid has been very good and very keen about keeping the aggression up with these infest bombs with Mind Control. Speak of the Devil, mid lane, Madara getting initiated on. And is he gonna get bursted down here? It's gonna be close. Oh, and he does get bursted down.
And he is indeed down for 75 seconds. They'll come up with the lasso, but again, Miracle with the song.
They just call it.
They know they're about to get 3-man stunned up and beat down upon an Finem. They tap out. They've had enough of the Naga Siren. They don't want to have to deal with the the threat of it anymore. They'll give it up this game one. Team Liquid take the victory. And indeed, a very, very strong, and the kind of the performance that we saw from Liquid in some of the games in the playoff from Boston, just, it worked. You know, everything they had came into play. The action, the plans all fell into place, and Finem just couldn't deal with it.
Maybe the Matumba